Hello guys and welcome. Just wanted to do my update vlog. So as you guys know, finally I've started publishing my Final Fantasy 14 videos. Woohoo! Yay! It's like fine. And it is already evident that just as I predicted, a lot of the videos are probably going to get like 100 views each. I'm okay with that as long as they're off the list. But that's why I've turned this to be green now. Because I'm actually doing something about it. So give it probably 2 or 3 months and they will disappear. And as I said, guys, for your guys' sake, because there's so many of them, I'm only going to publish 2 a day. So every 12 hours, hopefully, there'll be another 14 video. And it will be funny, though, if we get to, like, September and then I publish the Christmas video from last year. But whatever. As long as they're published, as long as they're finished, then so be it, sort of thing. And then it'll be another thing just erased from my brain. Now, in terms of lack of exercise, hopefully today I'm going to finally start doing exercise. I'm going to try and I'm going to start really, really small. I'm going to start with like 10 squats and 10 push-ups, and that's it, you know. And then I will see each day if I can ramp it up, because I don't want to go from 0 to hero. Like, you can't, simple as that. Like, I don't want to shock my system too much. So I'll start light and we'll just sort of take it from there. And hopefully that will help me relax more, then it will reduce the anxiety and so on. Now, the anxiety is very much still there. So on Sunday night, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for 1 second. I was awake in my bed for like 6 hours straight, which meant that I didn't go to work. I haven't been to work yesterday or today as a result. I'm absolutely exhausted mentally. So, because I have a feeling right now, I don't know if you guys know how it is. It's sort of like I'm like happy and sad at the same time. So I'm content that I'm taking action on all of my issues, but I just feel underwhelmed. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is, like, I'm always thinking about things too much, but I'm thinking right now that part of my feeling might be that, 1, that I'm hungry, 2, that I'm cold, so I need to put my heating on, and 3, that I'm still lonely. Like, I wonder if I should add lonely to this list. I don't know what the cure for that is. So, like, there is a girl, like I said, I've been pursuing for a really long time, like for the last sort of 6 months. And we do talk every single day. You know, hopefully I'll talk to her today as well. But I miss her. I miss her very much, you know, and she obviously isn't here. She's not part of my life just yet. She's still, like, she's based... I'm all the way in South London. She's in North London. So it's not like it will be an everyday thing, especially because we are just starting our friendship / maybe relationship in the future. And, yeah. So wherever you are, I miss you. I really miss you. And the thing is, for me, is that I am emotionally also exhausted about the money situation. It does take its toll on me. Like, it is, even if I don't want it to be, the bank balance is always in my brain. It's always wearing me down. So I'm like, there is part of my brain that's sort of like, whatever, Thursday I get paid. Yay. But so it'll be great on Thursday when I've got like more than 3k in the bank. But it will also be bad like over the next 1 or 2 weeks after that, when you'll see the money just disappear. And so in 2 weeks from now, then we'll see how much money I've got left for the rest of the month. So yeah, and then it's just the same cycle every month. It's just I am living month to month. I'm not living, like, I'm not saving money. I can't. Like, I'm not making enough money that my money goes up. I just get back to 0 every single month. And yeah, but maybe eventually I can do more about that once I've got some, like, especially, well, one, this debt out the way, but also really, really thinking about my priorities, sort of thing. Now, one option I do actually have is to move back to my parents' house. I really, really don't want to, though, because you guys know all the drama of me being kicked out and so on, and I don't want that interruption. I don't want because that's the cost of living with parents, is the questions, is the what are you doing, why are you doing it. my house, my rules, all that bollocks. So I don't want any of that in my life. I'm happy I'm away from that. And but it's simple case of, for example, if I lost my job or if there's any sort of circumstance, then it is an option I do have at least. You know, the sort of it's more of a emergency option rather than an ideal. So, and one thing I've been thinking about as well is, even if I get more money, do I need more than I have? Like like I said, I've got my room, I've got my PC set up, all my games, I've got a cupboard for all my clothes and so on. I've got kitchen and bathroom that only one other person shares. So, you know, I'm fine in terms of that. I don't need to upgrade. I don't have a reason to. Like, if I do eventually get married, maybe we can then, obviously, we'll get our own place. But I'm years away from that. I'm going to be pushing, and it's literally the one thing I didn't want to happen is the most likely is what's going to happen. I've always said in my brain, I don't want to be 40 years older than my first kid. And it seems likely that that is what will happen. And I think that is part of my exhaustion. Is that it's the one thing I didn't want to have happen, and it's the one thing that's probably will definitely happen. So it's one of those ironies in life. And the reason I didn't want that is because, like, let's say by the time they finish university or they graduate, I don't want to be in my 60s when my first kid has graduated, you know what I mean? So, because that will be sad, is I'll barely be seeing them live their, or starting their life by the time, you know, I'm getting towards the end of mine, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but, like, I am trying my best to avoid the news these days because it's just full of doom and gloom, you know what I mean? It's always negative. It's always like, oh, this politics, that, diplomatic relations, this, and all this other crap. And I don't want to know. You know, life is too short for this. I don't care. And, like, one thing is, as well, like, I do watch, sometimes I watch some of the news. Mostly, I watch, like, Philip DeFranco, for example, on YouTube. But it's one thing to be informed about the news, but it's another thing to pass judgment on it. Like, I won't pass judgment on the world. Who am I to pass judgment on anyone else? You know, I wouldn't want any judgment passed on me, so I'm not going to pass judgment on anyone. And if there's things I don't like about people or things that I just generally don't like, I just avoid it and just go after things I do like, you know, simple as that. And if there's things that get in the way, so for example, like my issues and so on, then I try and tackle them. So, and like, it's difficult to find the right balance of avoiding and tackling, you know, so that's a balance I'm still working on at the moment. And generally, guys, you know that I'm always thinking about the most important thing to me. Like, you know, gaming is fun and all that, playing games and so on, but if I'm not happy, if I'm tired, if I'm whatever, I won't even enjoy the games, you know what I mean? So I need to sort these problems out ASAP, and I am starting to stream at least more, which is great, but I am still not a happy person. Like, Mithrie is not happy at all. I'm not even, like, if I had a happiness rating out of 10, I would say my happiness right now is a 4 out of 10. You know, it's like, it's bordering on miserable. So, and I think generally as well, like, what would make me the most happy about if I could potentially be a full-time YouTuber or streamer or whatever like that, is not the fact that I'm playing games. That doesn't even bring me any real happiness. It maybe expands my imagination and, like, sort of my entertainment side of things, but what would make me most happy about that is just being my own boss, being free. You know, I'm not reporting to anyone, I'm not responsible to anyone other than me, I don't have to travel anywhere for work, you know, and I get as much out of it as what I put in. You know, that's the feeling I want when I work, is that I am the one being rewarded for the amount of work I'm being put in. Because let's give a cynical example, because you know me, I'm cynical. if I accidentally was, say, developing code at work, and I accidentally found a cure for cancer, or on purpose or whatever, what would that lead to? That would lead to, good job, man. Well done. Good performance. Thumbs up. Whereas if it was my company and I did that, then I'll be, okay, I'm rich. You know what I mean? I've saved the world, I've saved the planet, and I'll make a lot of money and I can relax. So it's a difference between the ownership, basically. That is, I think, where the happiness really comes in. It's a peace of mind. So I don't think I will ever be truly happy until I have my own. It doesn't even have to be my own company, just my own. I'm making money for me and only me, and I'm not responsible to anyone. So I'm not reporting to anyone, I'm only reporting to myself. It really gives me peace of mind. Like, as stupid as it sounds, like, the fact that I've got my own free company in Final Fantasy has given me peace of mind for the last couple of years, because of the fact it's my free company. I can never be kicked out of it. You know what I mean? It's I don't have to worry about any disagreements I might have with the leadership. I am the leadership. You know what I mean? And that's why, as well, I've taken a hands-off approach to things like the FC, because I never want anyone who's in the FC to feel like, oh, you know, I don't allow them to do what they want to do or anything like that. It's a case of I allow anyone to do anything they want. So, you know, that, and people generally just know what they need to do anyway. So I don't need to tell anyone. Like, I'm not condescending that way. And yeah. So anyway, guys, Mithrie is not happy. You know, I'm really miserable. So I'm content, but I'm miserable. I'm happy and sad at the same time. It's all very confusing, but whatever. It's just my life right now. I'll be happier when I'm debt-free, and I'll relax more if I exercise, and I am trying to eat more healthy. And yeah. But thank you, as always, guys, for letting me have this platform to express myself and so on. Oh, one thing that came up, apparently, is being a subscriber on YouTube doesn't actually mean you're a subscriber, as stupid as that sounds. You get thrown into a occasionally notified pile about when videos get uploaded and stuff, which is why, even though I've got nearly 34,000 subscribers, like, some of my videos get less than 100 views. So, and thanks to you guys, some of them do get a couple thousand views, which is great. But even if it's, say, 3,000 views, that's still 30,000 people who are not getting my videos or not whatever. So the main way to really ensure you get my videos is to click the bell. So please click the bell if you want to be informed every time I publish a video. You know, the bell is the real subscribe button. The other subscribe button is fake, as far as I'm concerned. That's the way I'll say it. It's a fake button that doesn't do anything. So, like, for example, like, most of the time, like I said before, I mostly watch, like, Philip DeFranco. So every time I log into YouTube, his name is plastered all the top of my YouTube. But he's nearly the only channel I watch consistently. So it's the only channel that is promoted, even though I'm actually subscribed to loads and loads and loads of channels. So it's a shame. I've probably missed out on some really great content from these other channels over the last God knows how long because of this system. So, like I say, guys, if you really like what I do, you really want to see every day what I'm doing, then please click that bell, and let me know in the comments down below if you've clicked the bell, or what your thoughts on the subscriber/bell situation is. And also, as well, if you have any requests for content, let me know. I won't be covering Far Cry 5 on Twitch. I don't have time for that. But hopefully the next game after Ni no Kuni 2 will be God of War. If I finish Ni no Kuni 2 in time, I might check out Yakuza 6 for a couple of days before God of War. But we will see. And generally, for me, guys, you know, I have to just keep plowing ahead. I have to keep this going. You know, I am tired. I am emotionally exhausted. It's been, what, nearly a week, I guess, since I started these videos, but I will keep this going, you know, and like I did say from the beginning, I know full well, this is going to be a really long journey. It's going to be exhausting, but when we reach certain key points, so like, for example, in my case, when I clear my debt, for example, we are going to celebrate like Eve, believe me. I might even dance around my room if I finally be debt free after 15 years. So yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, and also click the bell. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.